Chapter 12. The Fairy from the Moon. Before we read, Johnny was feeling bored. He came out to the balcony and looked at the sky. What did he see there? Let's read the story and find out. Johnny was all alone in the house. He was feeling very lonely. His parents had gone out to his uncle's house, although they had asked him to accompany, but he didn't go. His examination was about to start next week, and he had to prepare a lot. He was sitting in his study room, revising his lessons. He was feeling bored after a long hour of study. He wanted to get some fresh air. So he went out to the balcony. The evening had already set in, and the moon was shining brightly in the sky. Today's the full moon day, he remembered. The clear sky was scattered with twinkling stars. He looked at the bright moon for some time. He felt as if something was moving in the center of it. And then suddenly, the sky became bright with dazzling white light, and out came a little fairy from the moon. How beautiful did the fairy look! She was dressed in a beautiful milky white gown. Her silver crown was sparkling in the moonlight. There was a shining star in the middle of the crown. She held her silver magic wand in her hand. The white fairy flew right down to Johnny's balcony. Then she looked at him and smiled. "What is your name, little boy?" she asked in a soothing voice. Johnny was taken aback. He almost stammered to utter his name to the fairy, not quite sure whether she could understand or not. "I am Lisa." The fairy smiled again. "I live in the moon. I know that you are alone at home and feeling bored, so I have come to give you company," she said. Johnny was baffled. He looked at Lisa with wide eyes. Many questions came to his mind. How did she know that he was alone and feeling bored? But before he could ask anything, Lisa said again, "How about playing some game together? It would definitely ease your tension." Johnny was so astonished that he could not say anything. "So Johnny, which is your favorite rhyme?" Lisa asked with a smile. By now, Johnny was feeling quite comfortable with his new fairy friend. He promptly replied, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star," and recited the rhyme to her. "You are a brilliant boy," Lisa said. Then she gave some chocolates to Johnny. Johnny got scared. He told Lisa that Mummy will scold him if she knew that Johnny had eaten chocolates. "Mummy says chocolates will spoil your teeth." "She is right," Lisa replied. "After we have eaten chocolates, we should always brush our teeth. This will remove all the germs from our teeth." Convinced by Lisa's reasoning, Johnny took the chocolates from her. He was in two minds as to whether he should have them or not when he spotted his parents entering the society premises. "Look, Lisa," he shouted in joy. "Parents have returned. They would be glad to meet you. They will be so surprised," said Johnny excitedly. "Not today," said Lisa. "I have to leave now. Here is a small gift from me to a very nice child. Read this when you are depressed or lonely." Saying so, she handed over a packed gift to Johnny. However, Johnny was upset at the idea of Lisa leaving so early. He asked, "Why do you want to go? We have just become friends." "Listen, Johnny, now your parents have come home. You will no longer be lonely. I will go now and be a good friend to some other child who is sad and lonely." Lisa then waved to Johnny and flew off. Slowly she vanished in the darkness of the night. The doorbell rang. Johnny ran gleefully to greet his parents and narrated to them the unusual incident that had happened a little while ago. He was still holding in his hand the parting gift that Lisa had given to him as a remembrance of the meeting. Later that night, when everybody went to bed, Johnny opened the gift from his fairy friend. It was a beautiful book containing stories of animals. He started reading it and slowly drifted off to sleep.